All right, let's do it.
Okay, we're rolling.
Ask me questions. Robert Maschio, M-A-S-C-H-I-O. I used to be the Karate Kid. No, I didn't. Okay, I did.
You were awesome, man.
Yeah, wax on, wax off. People often mistake me for my character. They tend to think I'm a kind of a dumb guy who's constantly chasing women. It's not true. It's really not true at all. In fact, I'm an educated guy. I went to Columbia University. It's a good school in New York City. And when I was there, for example, freshman year, I learned how to drink beer out of a funnel. Sophomore year, I learned how to make a bong out of a shampoo bottle. It was very clever. Junior year, I studied abroad. She didn't like that I called her that. But seriously, my senior year, I started getting into musical theater, acting. I did Pippin, I did The Mystery of Edwin Drood, I did Anything Goes, and by the end of senior year, I was totally gay. So, thank you, good night. I had known Bill Lawrence. I had been in Spin City several times prior to the show. And then I also knew him when I first came to LA many years ago. I lived here for about a year, and during that time I did a play. And I was the lead of this play, and it was the first play that he wrote. And that was 10 years before Scrubs ever happened. And he and I maintained a relationship over the years. I was doing a lot of stand-up comedy. He was doing a lot of comedy writing. So a lot of times he and I would go to clubs together and actually just do our stand-up, which was horrible. Actually, his material was fantastic, but he was a little shy on stage. And my material was horrible, but I was fearless on stage. And I think that sort of like together we would have made a great comedian. But so I've had a long-term relationship, and I think he's watched my career over the years, and when the opportunity happened, he created this part and he gave me the opportunity to go get it. So it was a one-line part in the pilot, and they just brought me along over the years, and I've been very lucky for that. He remembers everyone and everything. It's like if he ever meets an actor and he remembers certain qualities about that actor, it seems to me that he uses that actor, maybe not today or tomorrow, but like a year down the line or 2 years down the line. And it's really fascinating to me that he does that, and I think it's a really smart thing, because in the end it's easier to write for people that, I think it's easier to write for people that you know, because you can write to their strengths and avoid their weaknesses. A lot of my stuff on the show, as you know, there's these great scenes that take place, and then I come in for the punchline or a blow, and then I'm out. I'm a joke runner on the show, quite honestly. So, I'm trying to hit oneers, basically. So one take, I'll do it one way, and then after I feel like we have it the way it was written, I'm gonna try and do it the other way that I was thinking about, and then maybe a third way, so hopefully give Bill and the editors a choice in terms of what they might use on the show. I'm constantly telling jokes on the show, quite honestly. I wish I had scenes that are give and take, listen, answer, have an arc, but really I come in, hit the fart joke or hit the inappropriate sexual innuendo joke, and then I'm out. So I just try and hit those jokes in a variety of ways. And the other actors are so fantastic, they always just go with whatever I do, and vice versa, hopefully. I noticed that young people like Scrubs, older people don't get it so much. That's a generalization, but I feel like it has to do with the pace of the show and the way it jumps all over. If you're a younger person and you grew up watching MTV and you flipped here, I hate to use that example. If you're a young person, your attention can be pulled in a variety of different ways, and you have an ability to jump back and forth to those things. That's the way you were brought up. As opposed to, say, for example, my parents, who are like, they watch Scrubs and they're like, I really had to focus and tune into it, and really it takes a lot of effort for some people. And I just think it's a show that appeals to younger people because they are more able to go with it, because it really does jump all over the place in a quick way. And I think that's what makes it interesting, is that comedy doesn't have to take place in a living room, one long scene. Every car mechanic, every guy at a gym wants to spot me, everybody wants to high five me, but every attractive woman out there is like, do you know Zach Braff? It's so ridiculous. By the way, as if I don't know him. We've worked together all these years now. It's like, no, I don't know him, even though we're on the show together. And if there are women at home watching, I can't help you. I really can't. Zach is on his own. Yes, I know him, but there's nothing else I can do.